What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update and fourth stimulus check update and future stimulus checks, as well as different buckets of money coming out in the near future. Actually, in this video, we have some new information about relief for homeowners and also renters in this video, and upcoming things such as $200 per month Social Security increase, $10,000 or more of student loan forgiveness, $15,000 home tax credit, and the fourth stimulus package coming out. Even though the third stimulus checks are just coming out now, some people are starting to receive their money already. They're already working on the next stimulus package, known as an infrastructure package called the Build Back Better package, of which there's already dozens of lawmakers in both the Senate and the House pushing for not just one stimulus check in there, but multiple monthly stimulus checks in the next stimulus package. I'm going to give you all the new details of it in this video, as well as what is going on with the status of the $1,400 checks, when to expect them, what's going on with these pending deposits and delays. I'm going to keep you updated with all the new information in this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and let's jump right in. The CDC chief sent out a new warning, brand new, as he is worried about Americans traveling for spring break. The new variations that are now spreading across the United States, the CDC cautions against people traveling right now and not to let their guard up against this virus. This comes as some states, such as Connecticut and Mississippi, plan to make all adults eligible for a vaccine with no age limit at all, except for minors under the age of 18. Most minors are not expected to be able to get a vaccine at all this year, except for high school students, which might be available later on in the year. This comes as multiple different countries in Europe. Europe tends to be a predecessor for what tends to happen in the US. Whatever happens in Europe tends to happen first there and just seems to kind of happen to the United States thereafter. Multiple countries in Europe, such as Germany, France, and Italy, have suspended their AstraZeneca vaccinations. Germany, France, and Italy have become the latest European countries to suspend use of the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine, citing concerns of potential blood clots, even though the World Health Organization has said no such link exists. Monday's announcements come on the heels of Denmark, Iceland, Ireland, and Norway also pausing their vaccinations of the AstraZeneca vaccine because some people were becoming ill and some were dying. French President Emmanuel Macron at a news conference Monday said the country was suspending shots until at least Tuesday afternoon, when the European Medicines Agency will announce recommendations regarding the vaccine. AstraZeneca said there is no evidence linking its vaccine to blood clots, and the British pharmaceutical company released a statement Monday after it reviewed 17 million vaccines administered in Europe, saying it found no increase of pulmonary embolisms, deep vein thrombosis, or thrombocytopenia in any of the groups. The European Medicines Agency on Monday also released a statement backing the vaccine, saying its benefits for preventing COVID and any associated hospitalizations and death outweigh the risk of any side effects. They also noted that thousands of people in the EU develop blood clots annually for different reasons, and a number of people who have developed blood clots after vaccinations seems not to be higher than the normal general population. They have also called for an investigating and reports, and the Safety Committee has called for an emergency meeting to happen on March 18th to discuss the finding and any further actions may be taken. This comes as new cases in the U.S. has pretty much stopped the decline and is now on a plateau, averaging around 65,000 new people testing positive every single day. And the deaths about plateauing, averaging about 1,500 people dying every single day from the virus. The U.S. has around 30 million people that have tested positive in total, or about 10% of the United States. Over 500,000 deaths in total from the United States. And worldwide, we have over 2.6 million people that have died from COVID and 120 million people who have tested positive at one point or another. In the third stimulus check package and upcoming packages, there's multiple different buckets of money. There's more than just the $1,400 checks for adults, $1,400 checks for children, and $1,400 checks for adult dependents and college students this time around. One of those buckets of money is mortgage and rental assistance, which new rounds are going to be coming available soon. There's currently money still from the second round of stimulus checks that have passed. There's over $30 billion, and emergency rental help has just got a new $20 billion bump. How can I access the funds? As you can see here, unlike stimulus checks, renter assistance and mortgage assistance is not automatic. So it's really up to both renters and landlords to find the local programs that are in charge of allocating emergency funds. The United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, known as HUD, has a database of state programs that offer a comprehensive list of places where you can apply for help in your area. The website is www.hud.gov/states. I will put the link to this down below in the comments, but as you can see here, there's multiple different, well, there's all the states here. And from there, you can go and find different places for mortgage assistance, rental assistance, and possibly utility assistance or property tax assistance that might be available in your area as well. This is something you have to apply for. It doesn't happen automatically. And as you can see here, don't be surprised, however, if you have to jump through hoops to get assistance. There have been problems getting relief to people efficiently, and some states, like Michigan and Montana, are not releasing all of the funds they were given late last year, according to a report by the Pew Charitable Trust. Quote, one problem is that states have had difficulties processing applications and getting money to the people who need it. Tenants should apply for emergency relief as quickly as possible, and they should let their landlords know that they are seeking help. In addition to that link, there's going to be, you can call the phone number 211. They can put you in direct contact or give you more information about programs in your area. All 50 states got rental assistance and mortgage assistance from the second stimulus check package. And there's going to be two more rounds of this coming, one from the third stimulus check package directly, as well as property tax assistance and utility assistance. That is not out yet from the third stimulus package. I'll keep you up to date on that, as well as $350 billion going to states and counties from the third stimulus check package. They have to spend even more of that money this time around, the money that's going to the states, on things such as state stimulus checks and county stimulus checks and bonus renter assistance programs and utility assistance programs. We just seen California and Maryland just pass state stimulus checks for low and middle income people from their state. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that once the states get their money and they start to allocate that money here in the next upcoming weeks. I'll keep you up to date on all these different programs here in the near future. Also, some new information came out for homeowners who have mortgages. Homeowners can now defer mortgage payments for an extra 6 months. Here's how to tell if you're covered. President Joe Biden directed federal housing regulators to extend mortgage forbearance programs for an additional 6 months and prolong foreclosure relief programs on Tuesday in a move that will cover an estimated 70% of mortgages for single family homes in the US. That's really great news. Specifically, the regulators are set to extend the ban on foreclosures through June of 2021, allow homeowners to enroll in mortgage payment forbearance programs through June of 2021, and extend forbearance programs for an additional 6 months for those who have already entered a mortgage payment program before June 30th of 2020. Homeowners will need to request the extension every 3 months. Quote, as President Biden has made clear, it is urgent that we help homeowners throughout the nation who are struggling financially from an unprecedented national emergency. The steps we are taking today will provide both immediate relief to those in desperate need of assistance and help more homeowners keep their homes and resume payments when the pandemic subsides. In addition to the directives Biden issued, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac made the move last week to extend their forbearance and foreclosure programs. The new terms halt single family foreclosures and real estate owned evictions until March. If you're unsure who owns your loan, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac offer loan lookup tools that can help you determine quickly if either of these major lenders own your loan on the back end. It might say you're owned by a bank or whatever, but Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, two government agencies, they back the loans. You can also ask your servicer provider or look at your loan documents. Mortgages owned by private lenders, such as banks, are not included in this relief, but the third stimulus check package that was passed included a $10 billion homeowner assistance fund that will allow states to help all homeowners with mortgage payments and utility costs. That will be becoming available in the near future. So remember, about 70% of homeowners with a mortgage will be covered underneath this program. What you should do is call your mortgage company, your loan servicer, whoever you have your loan through. Ask them if your loan is backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. If it is, you are most likely or almost certainly available for mortgage forbearance. Ask them all the details. It should be, if you're from one of these companies, it suspends your interest, so you don't have to pay interest, and there's no penalties. It's basically just like skipping your payments. So if you have 25 years left, you're still going to have 25 years left of your payments. You're basically just going to be able to skip months and not have interest or penalties added onto that. Make sure you know all the details before you do it, and make sure you're well researched. But there's a lot of naysayers out there, and there's a lot of doomsayers out there that say a lot of negative stuff there. So keep that in mind. If you need the help, take it, because basically it, as long as you understand what you're getting into and you get all the correct information from your mortgage servicer, it's basically not having to pay your mortgage for a certain amount of months without penalty. But again, make sure you know what you're doing. President Biden says that they will be able to send out potentially up to 100 million stimulus checks or relief payments within the next 10 days, as they're going to start processing paper checks as well, and the next round of direct deposits. Also, tomorrow is expected to be a big batch of another direct deposit sent out. And also, the most of the banks that are holding ransom your $1,400 stimulus checks that are pending in millions of bank accounts are hopefully going to be released tomorrow. We're supposed to be getting some statements today from these major banks updating us on, well, the criticism that they're really getting right now. There's major banks like Wells Fargo, Huntington Bank, and Chase that are basically holding hostage your $1,400 and are pending it until the 17th. This is potentially 4 or 5 days or more of hold that they've gotten the money, but the payment is pending in your account. They're taking a lot of criticism over this because, well, is because these banks make millions and millions of dollars every single day on overdraft fees. And while once people get $1,400 per person or $5,600 for a family of four in their checking accounts, well, they're not going to have overdraft fees anymore. So literally probably about 99% of their overdraft fees will suddenly go to zero or just be completely gone, mostly for anybody that has money in their checking account, as soon as the 17th or possibly later becomes available. So the problem is that these banks, by not making your money available, are continuing to rack up overdraft fees in the tune of millions and millions of dollars every single day, because people don't have the money in their account. As soon as they get the money in their account, well, they're not going to be having nearly as many overdraft fees, and thus the banks are going to lose millions of dollars per day. In addition to this, the banks can make interest off the money sitting there. We're talking billions and billions of dollars with a B, like Mitch with a B. But yeah, billions of dollars sitting there making interest. They can use it to service other loans. They can use it to buy stocks. They can use it to leverage themselves. I mean, all the things that banks are allowed to do with their reserve money is basically what they can do with the stimulus money. So basically, one, they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars off overdraft fees that wouldn't have happened if the money was available. And number two is that they're earning interest and being able to use this money to make interest and use loans and all sorts of other things that they can use the money for instead of giving it to you guys. So these banks are could get in a lot of hot water, and a lot of people are very unhappy right now. I'll keep you up to date on the situation as it unfolds. Hopefully, it doesn't get any worse. Let me know if your payment is still pending or if you got it and it's officially cleared. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'll keep you up to date on this as well as the fourth stimulus check package coming out in the near future and all the other stimulus programs in the near future, such as $10,000 of student loan forgiveness, $200 per month Social Security increase, $15,000 homebuyer tax credits, and the potential monthly stimulus checks coming out in the near future. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new videos. After subscribing, you can click the bell icon to all notifications to get notifications when we go live, which is every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and sometimes 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.